So, hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Turn 5 podcast with myself, Richard, Ben, and Nia. Shall we just get straight into it? It's been a very busy week in terms of news. First of all, we had the first on-track action of the season, and we saw nothing.
Oh, we got images.
Wow, pictures.
Hey, it's more than we had.
We did have some videos as well.
We also got to see the actual cars and
Yes.
not the digital renders that look nothing like the finished thing, or the show car painted as the livery. Redall.
Yeah.
So yeah, good stuff. We actually saw a car.
We did.
Thank God.
Well, with the exception of Alfa Romeo, who just put a camo livery on, was like, you see nothing.
Yeah, I couldn't see it, to be fair. It's just some floating logos.
It's just a random head.
To be fair,
Well, not even that. It's just
it was quite
the
hard
visor.
to pick out detail on the livery because of the camo. So it worked a bit, I suppose.
Yeah, until the cameraman got close enough and you could just see the car anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, and the final testing times led to Mercedes 1-2. Lol.
But
Lando top
on the
day one.
first, yeah, that's the day that matters. Everyone knows that. Day one, that's
Not
when
the
they're all
final
going
day
for
when
it.
it's usually quali
Nah.
sims.
Nah, make your claim for day
no.
one.
Yeah, you show your authority then.
Ah.
Yeah.
Day one, the not test.
Another thing with testing is, like, you go into it with the mindset of it doesn't really matter. Within like the first 2 days, I was like, oh my god. It's just panic everywhere of like Ferrari and McLaren doing well. And now it's just like
Yeah, but Ferrari always look good in testing.
yeah, but it means nothing. And now everyone's getting excited with them being like, oh, they're gonna be first, they're gonna be second. I know I said that like before we done testing predictions.
Like the older Ferrari fans looking at the younger Ferrari fans, just like, you're not ready to get hurt again.
It's just straight on a hype train, be like, yep, we're gonna do well.
And then there's us, pessimistic fans, who are just like, it's testing. Let's see what happens in FP1 in Bahrain. Then we'll know some actual pace.
FP2's quali sims.
No, I'm not just talking about quali sims. FP1 is usually the start of the pace setting of the weekend.
I don't know. There's still some sandbags out.
And
Mercedes love a good sandbag.
Oh yeah, I know we do. It's funny.
Yeah, it needs some heavier ones though.
Oh yeah. That 1-2 in the final day testing wasn't planned. Considering it was what, 8th on day one?
Like that.
Yeah.
One thing with the testing times though is that they're all within a close range. So that could be something that looks good.
Yeah, no one was like 4 seconds faster than anyone else. I mean, someone was 4 seconds slower than everyone else, but that's.
But they no longer have a seat.
And
as
we
we
no
will
longer
come
have
to.
a unique point.
Yeah. In fact, we might as well get to that. That's probably the biggest news of the week, arguably bigger than testing. The Russian Grand Prix contract has been torn up, so we're not going back to Russia anytime soon.
God.
The Ural-Kali contract has been ripped up, so no more Russian flag Haskar.
Oh no.
Bad Santa is probably on his way.
Please.
Office.
So I heard you need a title sponsor. No.
Yeah. We're going to sponsor
arguably
Haas.
the biggest of those, of all the news coming out of the dreadful situation in Ukraine, is that Nikita Mazepin's contract has been ripped up.
Anyway,
So he is no longer an F1 driver.
what a shame.
Discuss.
Well, he was quite obviously there because his dad was bankrolling the team.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So when you rip up the contract with the title sponsor, which is where the money comes from in terms of his dad, and his dad has rather close ties with a certain Vladimir Putin, then you can't help but think, if you get rid of the company, you kind of got to get rid of the guy as well, because that's the same money that is funding the seat as well as the team itself.
Yeah.
So I can't, as much as like everyone's, oh, it's so unfair, he hasn't invaded Ukraine. It's like, no, but
We know that.
you follow the money trail back, and
Yeah.
it leads back to someone who has close affiliates with Putin, and all of the world's, I say all of the world's, a lot of the world's governments are enacting sanctions against Putin and high earning and wealthy individuals within the Russian nation. So it fits with what the governments are doing, even if it is just, from a Formula One team.
Fair. The rumblings of him losing his seat started even before the Uralkali contract was ripped up, though. It was when the UK Motorsport announced that no Russian licensed driver would be allowed to take part in the British Grand Prix, effectively. However, there was a bit of dubiousness as to whether or not that could actually be enforced, because there's a clause in the super license which states they must be allowed to compete by national motorsporting authorities. You can't just be like,
overrides the older rule.
Who knows? It's not an issue anymore.
No, exactly.
Who's getting the seat?
Well, Fittipaldi's in it for the test.
But that was to be expected, because he's had a seat fit and everything. Like, he is employed by the team already.
So who's around? Who's free agent at the minute?
Piastri.
Yeah, so the names being banded about are Fittipaldi, Piastri, Hülkenberg, and Giovinazzi.
He's got
a couple of people are saying Ilos as well, but he's got a full-time contract in IndyCar, hasn't he?
Yeah, but would he stay in IndyCar if Formula One came up?
No, true.
I mean, as a Haas, though.
I'm just not seeing from Lee.
I mean, Giovinazzi's last in Formula E.
Yikes for the Jesus. It's fine. He'll rise. In his third season, he will be champion.
Still we rise.
Religious jokes.
Yeah, Jesus isn't having
just wait till Easter.
But so yeah, those are the four front runners: is Giovinazzi, Hülkenberg, Piastri, and Fittipaldi. I've already seen memes of like what you ordered, and it's Michael Schumacher and Fittipaldi, and it's like what you got from Wish.
I've just seen memes. It's just like it's just literally like Michael on his way to fill in the seat next to Mick and complete a full Schumacher lineup for Haas
to finish last.
I don't know. I think I don't know. As much as we've seen, the Haas haven't had a clean run of testing.
No, they had a very disruptive test, to be fair.
I don't know. We could still yet to see things. And I mean, even from like Alpine's perspective, they weren't really anywhere particularly fast the first couple of days. And then they found
car combusted.
And then they found something to make the car go faster. And then the engine decided it didn't want to play after 9 laps. So, there could still be something that they just need to tweak, and suddenly the car unlocks its potential. Whether the Ferrari engine can keep up with that potential.
The Ferrari master plan.
Mick wins. Oh God. So yeah, I don't know. We're back at who's going to get the last Alfa Romeo seat again, because it's the same names, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've just wound
Except
the
Joe
clock
has a
back.
seat this time.
Yeah, exactly. So that's one less off the table.
But we add Fittipaldi in.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the bookie's favourite is Fittipaldi because
It makes the most sense given
he's already had a race for Haas.
the time scale of it all as well.
And in their teaser for returning to Bahrain this week, they literally posted a picture of Fittipaldi.
That's when everyone was like, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like not a picture of Magnussen, Fittipaldi.
Not a picture of Magnussen, not a picture of Mick, not a picture of Mazepin in his 2.5 corners.
Well, to be fair, I understand why they didn't use Mick and Mazepin, because the only time they went to Bahrain was in the Russian flag car.
Yeah, be spun around in a barrier as well.
He did do that too, yeah. On multiple occasions, I think, over the weekend.
Yeah. And then they need to in testing as well. But he didn't crash, but he spun.
Oh, that's another stat, actually. Mazepin leaves Formula One with more spins than race starts.
22 to 21 races.
Yep.
Oh, fantastic. I love it. That's some good stuff that is.
So we've discussed Mazepin losing his seat. The Russian Grand Prix gap still hasn't been filled on the calendar. Where are we going to go?
Except Turkey. Turkey makes a brand new turkey. We're going to say
Sepang at night.
Sepang, yeah, Sepang put a tweet out that just says,
at night, yes.
Like,
That would
what's
be an
going on with that?
amazing race.
It'd be so good.
Now, I know Twitter's not exactly the most reliable source, but when the Sepang circuit puts out a tweet that just says, eyebrows were raised.
Put your money on the table, please.
That is not a very standard tweet for a circuit's account to be putting out.
Yeah. Spa-Francorchamps by night.
No, please.
Just do a 24-hour race there. It's just like a torch on the front of a car.
To be fair, that's what they do in the 24-hour race. They just switch on the headlights. No floodlights, just headlit.
Well, yeah, but like, where are you going to put the headlights on an F1 car?
On the winglet of the
Just take the torch
tyres.
to the wing, it's fine.
And the driver helmet.
Replace the overhead inlet with just a massive torch.
Yeah.
Zero cooling, 100% visibility.
Yeah, no, not Spa. Please, no Spa.
We've already got Spa once.
We'll need to come back to Spa actually, because apparently they've made a mental change to the track. That we'll need to discuss, because why would they do that? Oh God, no! What have they done? Richard, have you not seen the image? We might as well just discuss it now.
No, show me.
It was on a random Twitter account, so I don't think I'd be able to find it. But from what I could see, they've put a sausage curb in Eau Rouge.
Yeah, I heard about that.
How is that going to help anything?
Because you won't yeet yourself off the top, because you'll have hit the curb at the bottom and you'll be upside down by that point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then gravity, bang, pulls you down. And then it's up to you if you survive that.
Like, we literally saw a sausage curb launch a Formula 3 car twice at Monza. Once in actual Formula 3, once in Freca.
And Spa said, I want
Let's
me
put
some
it
of
on.
that.
Yeah, I want me some of that in the fastest corner of the track.
Yeah, there's a small sausage curb on the inside of the first turn, which is Eau Rouge, is that right? And up to
What, the left-hander?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's right on the inside. So
okay, well, that's not
no corner
terrible.
cut in.
But no one cut the corner anyway.
Yeah, but it's like, I think they've put it there because the cars were getting closer and closer to the actual barrier, and the actual, when you look at the surface of the track, the edge of it was getting more and more degraded.
Yeah, I suppose.
So I think they've put it there to try and erosion prevention. So,
But yeah, we'll wait and see if that's
So-
still there by the time F1 arrive.
there are worse places they could have put a sausage curb.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, the X
top
of
of
Radeon.
Radeon.
Yeah.
You do a little wobble, get out of line, and then whee!
Off the cliff, the side of Radeon.
Well, at least the house isn't there anymore. You'd have been going through their front window.
Yeah, true. Hello.
Cup of tea, please.
Got a bag of sugar.
Kemi does an ice cream.
Oh, that was brilliant.
But yeah, so Spa have done that. Coming back to what we were discussing, Sepang's the front runner for the replacement of the Russia circuit.
I don't know. Turkey has been
Turkey's
the
always
super sub
there.
so
Yeah.
far.
think so
Turkey
is
has
Nico
always filled
Hulkenberg.
in. Kubica has also made as many comebacks as Hulkenberg, so you know.
No. Kubica's only made one sub appearance, has he not?
It was 2 races,
Hulkenberg's
wasn't
made
it?
two.
Two.
So, yeah.
Kubica had to do 2 races.
Yeah, 2 races, but Hulkenberg made 2 separate substitute appearances.
Oh yeah, true.
And he would have had 3 races had this car just
Had-
not went, no.
That's the one I'm forgetting.
Yeah, he showed up to Silverstone. Nah, don't
Yeah,
want
so
to.
you can go home now.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
car didn't. He did.
Um,
I don't know.
so yeah, we've got Turkey, we've got Sepang. There are other circuits that have been rumoured. Where else are people
Hockenheim.
talking about? Hockenheim, yeah, Germany. Because it's what, September, the race?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the second half of September. It's
So it'd be like the
So it
20th
wouldn't
or
be
something, surely.
prime snowy season.
it would be the 23rd to the 25th.
Yeah, we wouldn't need the Pirelli ice tyres, I don't think.
No.
We went to
But-
Hockenheim in October a couple of years ago, did we not?
Is isn't it the last race in Europe?
I think it is, actually. Because isn't it Singapore after it? Oh my god, can we have a Singapore double header?
Please God, no.
That would be amazing.
It's the same thing.
Keeper's great.
It's
As
just
long
safety
as-
cars.
Yeah. How
As long
many
as we don't
safety
go
cars
to
can you fit into one
Qatar.
weekend? Yeah, no, not Qatar again, please.
So they do have a 10-year deal, which worries me.
Yeah, it is. It's Singapore the week after. Because we go to Singapore on the 30th, the 2nd of September/October, and then we're in Japan the week after that. Could we have a Suzuka double header?
I know.
Move Singapore a week forwards, because it probably wouldn't be that much of a headache for the circuit build team to move it a week.
The city planners might say something about it.
They may be a little disappointed, but it's not like they have to build the pits or anything. That's a permanent structure.
Yeah, but you know, everyone who's already booked everything.
And then we go to Japan again.
I think Shanghai.
I don't think we'll be in China.
We have a Chinese driver now.
Yeah, but I still don't think
The
we'll be in China.
market is now there.
Yeah. I don't see it being China. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling it won't be China.
Is it because we normally do China in April?
Also
not
that.
October.
Do you know where we are before that, though? We're in Italy.
Yeah.
Tuscany.
Oh God. Yeah. Flashbacks to
Magellan.
restart.
That
Maybe
could be good.
Magellan
Especially
could
with
be an
The
option.
new cars as well, you know.
Yeah.
They could race.
Monza double header.
No.
Yeah.
Different tire compounds.
No.
Ben
Yeah.
knows what I'm on about.
Yeah.
Magellan.
That's a great idea. It's a perfect idea.
There will
Happy
not be
hunting grounds.
2 McLaren 1-2s.
Why not, Chris? Why
Yeah.
not?
We went 1 for 1 at Monza last year. Why not make it 2 for 2 this year?
Yeah, it has been 2 podiums in a row for McLaren at Monza because Sainz got one in 2020 as well, or 2020.
Ben knows how years work.
Yeah, it's just got to make sure that we are in 2022.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Yeah.
That's why we're driving the new cars and the
We're driving the
2022
2021
regulations.
regulation cars. Yeah.
I'm still living in 2021 Monza, so yeah, don't mind me.
Was a good week.
But, so yeah, we could go to Mugello. Would that be a no? No, we couldn't go to Mugello unless it was a very strange thing. Going Mugello, Singapore. Because if we moved Mugello a week forwards to match up with Monza, it would be a quadruple header.
That was just not on.
Yeah, Belgium to the Netherlands to Italy to Italy. That would not be nice.
So instead, I mean, Turkey's not too terribly placed. Italy, Turkey, down to Singapore. India, go back to the Bud circuit.
Well, in all fairness, the Indian Grand Prix was well received. It was a good circuit.
South Korea, Seoul. Maybe. They're all options, you know.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere in Europe's an option. Europe and Asia, any of those.
Second Australian Grand Prix.
So Formula One, we're going to go to Brazil. 2 rounds in Sao Paulo at completely different times.
Night race at Sao Paulo.
The scenes. Can we just have a night race calendar? Everything is a night race. That'd be great.
Change it to like the Los Angeles street circuit or something.
Caesar's Palace.
Yeah.
We're going to London for the London Grand Prix.
Just tell the Formula E people, yeah, just keep the circuit up, it'll be fine.
Yeah, be okay. We'll deafen everyone in attendance when we come through the XL, but it's all right. It'll be fine.
Completely okay.
So that's that. Basically, we don't know where we're going to go. We'll let you know as soon as Formula One announce it.
We know nothing.
Yeah.
What a shock.
We have no inside information.
Saying, though. Like, even the big media groups are just being like, yeah, we know hee-haw.
Maybe we should just pretend that we do know and be like, yeah, the inside source, totally tell us.
But knowing our luck, it'll be announced. Something will be announced tomorrow.
Jean Todt on the phone.
What's next? Testing is this week. We spoke about last week's. Let's speak about this week's. We're going to Bahrain.
Broadcast.
Yes, it's going to be on TV. The green light goes on at the end of the pit lane at 7 a.m. UK time.
What day?
Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Yeah.
Yep, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 7 a.m. till 4 p.m. all 3 days. Who's excited?
Right, I'll see about an hour of it. So,
in fairness, I am actually quite looking forward to it.
I should see most of it, to be fair.
I think I'll see it all.
I'll see most of it Friday and Saturday. Thursday I'm in college all day, so probably not.
I'll just record it as well.
Yeah, I think there's a bit on Thursday on this, so
yeah. So I'll be watching all 24 hours pre-season testing. What do you think will be different from the test in Spain, apart from the fact that it's on TV?
Mercedes are going to turn up with a completely different car.
It wouldn't even surprise me.
Just be like, you thought.
12 seconds faster than the field. Lol.
No, plus. No.
Not DAS, they've got TAS, triaxle steering.
Oh my god. What? It goes that way as well?
Yeah.
What does that do?
That's how you steer into the corner.
They've just found
There's
a
no
way to
turn.
finesse
on
the
the
steering
steering.
system.
Just side to side.
Deploys a trolley wheel out of the bottom of the car so you can go sideways.
It's like their flip car and Fast and Furious that just go.
They find a way to adjust how high up the front wing is mid-driving. So we move the steering wheel, the front wing goes down, and then it goes back up again. But
See who
Apart
deals
from-
with the issues best, though, in terms of the new favorite buzzword of 2022, porpoising.
porpoising, yeah. Boing, 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 boing.
Insert Charles Leclerc.
Yeah. Maybe that's why there was no TV, so we couldn't see the onboard of Charles Leclerc just bouncing along the straights.
Caution, the following images may produce motion sickness.
Just
Right.
the helmet cam as he's doing that. Well, that's what we forgot to talk about when talking about the Spain test. The highlight of the Spain test for me was just the big lorries going around, just soaking the track. So, oh no, it
Massive
didn't rain.
water tanks.
It will be wet.
Like that. And
Just
then they came and put into the van.
Yeah, just F1 during a red flag, soak the track.
Bernie,
Yeah.
that's one big sprinkler.
They just
Yeah, I
play
thought-
that as a safety car.
I was
Yeah,
just
the safety
cars
absolutely
get
that.
buckled watching the video from the Mercedes F1 account being like, yeah, so it didn't rain, but we want to do some wet weather running, so look. It's just these big trucks.
They just took Bernie Eccleston's idea and put it on wheels.
Yeah.
That's all they've
pretty
done. He was ahead of his time.
Yeah, that won't be the problem in Bahrain. It'll be the sandstorms like we saw last season.
Yeah.
And even this season during F2 testing.
And Alonso will be praying for no plastic bags.
Yeah.
And
El
Ocon
Plan
will be
will be
keeping a
disrupted
very
once
close
again
eye
by
on his
someone's
safety.
Tesco. Poor Fernando. Foiled again.
Sick again.
But yeah, so Bahrain, 7 a.m. UK time. Feel free to work that out in your own time zone. So yeah, enjoy if you're watching. If not, live timing will be provided. It'll just be like a standard session. The full works in terms of coverage.
Yes,
Thank
telemetry
God
data
for
on the
that.
app.
Yeah. You can get more data on the app by having an F1 TV subscription that you use to watch races. Nia.
I think I watched the Singapore race. I think.
How do you
can't-
think you've watched something?
I can't remember.
Were you drunk?
No.
Anyway, Ben, you wanted to talk about
Yeah.
that Christian Horner interview.
This is our new segment, Christian Horner's Stupid Comments of the Year. And he said, F1 is bringing in a young generation. It's bringing in a lot of young girls because of all these great looking young drivers. What a
Nia?
misogynistic twat.
Nia, any response?
Like I said,
Do you want to verbalize that one for our listeners on Spotify?
Yeah, for audio listeners.
the Christian Horner.
To whom it may concern you.
I got my hands full with the editing this week.
Yeah. You should enjoy.
Take Christian.
And you could also probably add a second one as well, Chris, because there was something that you wanted to talk about to do with him as well.
Oh God, yeah. So Horner was in the news today because he said that Mercedes bullied out Michael Massey. Uh,
100%
No.
factually accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the fact that he the season finale by just ignoring the rules. No. Any response to Horner's comments?
Yeah, it's fine.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's fine.
He didn't break the rules, he just reinterpreted them.
Yeah, that's what Horner actually said. Hold on, I'm going to get his exact
Because
quote because
It
it's
doesn't specify that all of the lapped cars have to be released.
what did he say? Because it was
Can I just
something
refer Christian back to
insane.
my last statement to him?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I'm doing that.
Okay, noted. So what did he say? On Abu Dhabi, I don't believe the rules were not followed correctly. I think they were applied perhaps differently to how they had been before by not allowing every single car to unlap.
Interpreted.
I don't think we broke the rules. I think we just made up new ones.
Ish. A slight change.
Yeah.
I mean, the teams will, bend the rules. Why can't the race director?
Because the race director is, as FIA president put it, the referee.
Referee's interpretation. I'm sorry.
They're high pressure jobs. So they are only human. And then humans have
And they're not dancers.
bias.
He also, when asked about Max Verstappen's aggressive driving, was that he's a forceful driver and an aggressive driver. And that's why he was voted the most popular driver in Formula One.
I thought it was because he was good looking.
Right, Christian.
I thought it was just because he was facing Lewis. Does Horner want him to carry on the way he's driving? Absolutely. What?
If it ain't broke,
Yeah.
drive harder.
Yeah. Push him
On
off the track more.
Verstappen's new contract, which is worth more than the contract that they slated Lewis Hamilton for signing. Yeah, it's great.
Actually, they're on the same money now.
And on Red Bull blocking sprint races, woe is us. The FIA wouldn't give us more money, so we went, no more sprint races.
Understandable. It's extra mileage. You definitely don't do 100 kilometers in FP3. So, from a financial point of view, if you're going to introduce a cost cap and then you've already set out the limits of engines and components of engines and this, that, and the other, and then expect the teams to suddenly be able to do more with the same, it's just not really going to work. So I can see where they're coming from there.
Yeah, I can get that.
Because, I mean, think back to last season. All of the front runners had to take engine penalties.
Everyone took engine penalties, I think.
So
It was part of that due to Bottas bowling.
yeah,
Yeah,
undoubtedly. Hamilton's wasn't.
true. That's why they didn't take it until the second last race of the season. Third last, sorry, I forgot it was Saudi Arabia.
Easily done.
Well, no, Saudi Arabia was chaos, remember? It's hard to forget.
Yeah, but nobody wants to remember it.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, so that's Horner's interview today. Finally, I think in the news this week, Emola's been given a contract until 2025. Why?
The same people that gave Qatar a contract for 10 years, having never been there, the same people that gave Miami a 10-year contract, having not even built the circuit, the same year that did all the other contracts. It's just, yeah.
Insert Mr. Krabs. Hello, I like money.
Wait, that's the wrong character. Mr. Krabs, you're in the wrong franchise. What are you doing here?
Mr. Krabs.
I've come to steal all your money.
But yeah, so that's all that's happened this week.
And this month.
Yeah, and this month, yeah, it's the first podcast of the month. Any other response on Imola getting a new contract, considering the past couple of races have been utter crap?
I think from henceforth, all Formula One race venue contracts should have a clause inserted in them that says if the racing is your contract gets cancelled.
Yeah.
If your circuit sucks, get
Legit. That is what should happen. But to be fair, it's not all the circuit's fault. The old cars were massively to blame as well.
We've still got to see how it works. We apparently might be having the complete opposite problem of we had a dirty air problem and now we have a clean air problem.
Yes.
Where there's no slipstream.
Apparently so.
A bit dumb, but hey, there you go.
As you do.
Hey, if it means you can follow through the corners, then the DRS will work better, right? Surely.
Maybe.
Well, think
Maybe
about
not.
Spain as an example. Like the last corner, you just understeer, and then by the time you corrected, you dropped way back out of overtaking opportunity. So if you can follow someone around that one, and then you get the DRS, chances are you actually are going to make an overtake in turn one.
Yeah.
So hopefully,
can we just get a better Spain track?
I mean, yes, that would be preferable, but best of a bad situation, right?
Yeah, true. I'm not looking forward to going back to Spain. Let's have a look through the calendar and see what we think about the tracks that we're going to based on the past. So Bahrain. It's been great recently. I've loved Bahrain. Saudi Arabia. Will it be more of a cluster or less?
How could it be less?
Don't know, less crashes. The egg isn't on the circuit.
So?
New Australia.
Yeah.
It can't be any worse than old Australia.
Hold my beer. But no, I seriously hope it's not.
Imola.
I'm not sure if you've seen like the meme of Frank Lampard going around, but that was just that in a moment where it's like, oh, gonna jolly, but seriously.
No, I haven't seen that.
I've not seen it either, to be fair.
But
yeah, Imola.
Best. It's
But
been
would be
right
good because
of rain.
Yeah.
So average at best.
Yeah,
because it's
all
wet.
we need then is like the water tank sprinklers to come on.
He's got
Yeah.
it. Man's a genius.
The
Hire him.
United States, in other words, Miami. We've not been there, I suppose.
Terms and conditions apply.
It looks mad.
It looks flat.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, there's going to be like a pool party on a corner.
Spain.
Take off the S.
I mean, it was good last year, Spain. But yeah, take off that final chicane and you fix the circuit. Monaco. Lance Stroll. No, Richard, don't forget about Lance Stroll.
Oh my God, something happened? Oh, no, it didn't.
No, it's a replay. Azerbaijan. Tire go pop. That sums up Azerbaijan. Canada. I miss you. Come back, please. I miss Canada. Such a good track.
Maybe you should just
And the
do a
Wall of
double header.
Champions.
Yeah, the Wall of
Double-header.
Champions, and everyone else is having like Seb 2019 vibes. Was it 19? 18?
19, I think. If you're on about his
19.
thing with Hamilton.
Yeah, his being a steward.
Yeah.
Great Britain.
Rule Britannia.
Do. But in all seriousness, it has actually provided great races the past few years. I've loved the British Grand Prix recently. The 70th anniversary Grand Prix was a bit, but the British Grand Prix have been good.
That because Lewis didn't win, you British bias.
No, it just wasn't a good race. At least the
But-
British Grand Prix that year had everyone's tyres spontaneously combusting. Nothing
That one,
happened.
like,
70th.
Lightning McQueen.
It was funny. Austria. At least we're only going once.
Hmm.
For now.
Well, it was. What was the double header at Austria called? Like, Styria.
Styrian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was normally the awful race. So they could get rid of Styria, keep Austria.
True. The Grand Prix de France.
There's
Last
everything except last year was us.
And then we had last year, yeah. It's a bit like Spain.
So verdicts out.
Yeah, we'll wait and see how the new cars are.
It's back to being.
Yeah. Hungary. Not
I
gonna
don't know.
lie.
We only had
pretty
half field.
Yeah. Hungary is pretty though, because there's like no overtaking opportunities apart from turn one.
Fernando.
El Bus. Not Fernando doesn't have El Plan, he has El Bus. Belgium. Let's hope we actually race.
Yeah, as long as we don't get a heavy rainstorm.
Yeah. The Netherlands. Not gonna lie, it was a bit race last year.
Yeah.
Like Monaco, isn't it?
Yeah,
No, it's like
nothing
Hungary as well,
happened.
isn't it? So it's just
But
too
Hungary
narrow.
was at least exciting though.
But that's just because Bottas annihilated everyone.
Yeah, but that
And
was,
it was wet.
fun.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
Lando retired. It was
On one.
that was the only good bit. Everything else in that was pain.
And then we got to see El Bus.
Yeah, but
And we nearly
got
got a Seb
disqualified.
podium.
so it was pain.
Italy 2, Electric Boogaloo.
That's Monza, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then that should be good because
It's always a good race.
track record. Got a
Yeah, but
streak to maintain.
every driver who won
Got
in
3
Monza,
podiums this year.
yeah, but every driver who's won in Monza the past few years has retired the next year.
That's all right. Lando didn't win.
Lando.
Yeah, and stats are there to be broken. So
Look, all I'm saying is 2020, we had 1 podium. 2021,
Get two.
podiums.
2023.
2022,
No, you
we're gonna
can't
get
have
3 podiums.
You're only
What we're
allowed
gonna
2
do
cars.
is somewhat just before they cross the finish line for the last time, someone is going to paint bomb the last car orange. And it's suddenly going to become a McLaren.
So Nia, you can't comment on this one. Singapore.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't really like it that much.
Safety car city.
Exactly.
And it's a night race. Night races automatically
Yeah,
get bonus points.
It looks cool, but half of the race is behind the safety car.
Yeah, but that's fun.
No, it's not.
It's fun because we eventually get a restart, and it's like, who's going to crash next?
Mugello.
Yeah.
Please.
Japan.
That's good.
Driver's circuit.
Have you watched a race around
Overtakings,
Well,
Japan, Nia? Okay.
with
Have you raced on the
2019,
game around Japan?
No.
Okay.
Done anything in Japan?
No.
And watch the Olympics that were not at that were not at Suzuka. But yeah, so Japan is a driver's circuit. Here's hoping the new cars are good around it.
That would be one of
And-
the circuits that benefits most if the cars can follow through corners.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like what? Imagine falling properly through 130R.
I mean, just following through the S's would be enough.
True. But 130R.
Oh my god. Send it!
Well, no, don't send that. Charles Leclerc will throw his wing mirror at you again. And
No,
no,
he was holding it there.
oh yeah, true. It was just his front wing that he was throwing at people instead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
Easily
Albon,
mistaken.
Albon decided to throw his car at Lando.
yeah, and just got away with it. I still don't understand that one. Yeet. Yeah, carry on. FIA, I sleep.
Didn't see it.
It's because they'd had so much crap that year about the Seb thing. They were scared to give penalties for the rest of the year. It was insane. And now we have all the penalties. Woo! We've come full circle. The United States to Electric Boogaloo. In other words, Austin. Yeah, it's all right.
One benefit if the cars can follow around corners.
Yeah, I mean, if you lead into turn 1, usually you win, but
If they can
it's not
follow
bad.
around that quadruple apex right hander.
I hate that corner so much.
Well, that's because the cars couldn't follow.
And
they
if you get your
can
line
now.
even slightly wrong, you're going so far wide.
All right, just because you suck at the game, Chris.
Shut up, Richard. I've led for more laps in our 2-player career mode than you.
I have more pole positions,
Yeah, but I've led more laps.
but we both didn't finish, so it doesn't matter.
I was going to win. Yeah, crashed.
I was gonna win, then I crashed.
The logic is blowing my mind.
I was gonna-
Mexico.
Imagine a driver doing that after they've crashed out, being first. Just the interview. Well, I was gonna win.
Seb, Germany 2018.
Mm.
I was gonna win, but I crashed.
Mexico.
The Checo
Let's see
says
if
how
Red Bull still go really well there, because I mean the engines are still the same, but
No, it's different engines. They get frozen from the start of this season, not the end of last. People were very confused about that.
yeah, but like Red Bull have still always been better at it.
True.
So
And Honda are still building their engines,
yes.
which is so weird. I think we should unfreeze the engines because of that, just that fact. Because that's the whole reason they got froze. Is because they were like, yeah, we're not going to be able to wrap our head around these. And then it's like,
Yeah, and
oh,
then they just bought everyone.
yeah, but they're
Being a
still using
problem money
Honda's
can't
plant as
solve.
well.
It's
Like,
because their facility isn't finished yet.
so that's their fault. Moving
I
on,
think
Sao
it's your
Paulo.
fault.
I mean, Sao Paulo, can we just put all the fast cars to the back?
Yeah, please.
Just instantly
Please.
disqualify all of the top 6 from qualifying. Just for that. Just fine one of them 50 grand as well to pay for your dinner. And then just let them race.
For doing something completely menial, like not having his left boot's Velcro strap done up correctly.
Yeah, 50 grand fine.
Yeah, done.
Sorted.
Safety
And
violation.
It's a very big
then-
safety hazard.
Abu Dhabi.
God.
Well, I mean, it was good last year.
That's because there was a title fight.
If
There
you
might be this year.
Okay, yeah, but think
Right.
about every other time there hasn't been a title fight in Abu Dhabi. It has been.
yeah, but
No.
even last year, the only
No.
reason people say
2018,
yeah,
Abu Dhabi was actually good. Because we had Nico Hulkenberg upside down. We had other cars just catching fire. DRS was broken, and so the circuit was actually raceable.
yeah, but then they've just
That was only for the
But
first
then they-
third of the race,
Then they fixed DRS,
and it became.
and it became yeah.
So
It helped that Bottas started at the back because Mercedes just went, yeah, it's the last race of the season. Have a new engine.
2/3 of the race was.
even last year's race was,
Yes.
The support categories were good.
and then like
Not
you
Formula
see, like you see people
Bristol
say
can justify this.
like Abu Dhabi
It's
races see
bad.
this. It's just like how like the last 4 laps were just chaos, and then that just takes over the rest of the race. There's like another 50 laps on that, and all of them were awful.
Yeah. Oh, goodness, I thought of more news. Drive to Survive launches on Friday.
Or there's a new F1 manager game coming out this summer.
Is there?
That's yeah,
Yeah.
that's other news.
Is it officially licensed?
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Oh. Who's developing it?
Frontier,
Yeah.
something like that.
Are they the people who made Planet Coaster? My God, it might actually
Yeah.
be a good game. Oh, I need to
Elite
pre-order
Dangerous,
this.
Planet Coaster, and Planet Zoo.
Yes.
They're bringing animals to the Formula One world.
Drive as a panda, bringing different meaning to the term the honey badger.
They just had to. They don't have any licensing on the drivers. It's just animals instead.
Yeah, there's your next Twitter thread. F1 drivers. as animals. Danny's done himself already, so
Yeah.
you know you're
That's
you're
probably
set
been
there.
done somewhere.
Do
So,
it
do you
again.
remember we thought they'd fixed the Formula 2 calendar and had given up on the massive gap
No,
that they had this season? So I'm just looking at the Formula 2 calendar and they've still got a massive gap.
yeah,
Because
Some
Russia's
summer holidays, mate.
Russia's gone.
Formula 2 are now going to Yas Island after Monza.
Yeah.
They're going to Abu Dhabi again. Why?
What, twice?
No, just once, but they went last year. Like, why?
It's the season finale.
Not for Formula 2. Doesn't
Yeah, it
have
is.
to be.
It is. It does.
Formula 3 is
Given
still
the programme.
finishing in Monza, so that's
Yeah, but no one
okay.
gives a
They're,
shit about Formula.
they're not pointlessly going to Yas Marina. We give a shit about Formula 3 on this
Yes,
podcast.
I know.
We'll be watching all the sessions.
We try my best to.
Yeah, sometimes I skip practice. Just go to qualifying.
The highlights videos do me.
Mm.
Yeah. Overtakes. Wow, great race.
I meant for practice, Ben.
In fairness, he has pretty much summed up Formula 2 and 3. Overtakes, wow, great race.
Well,
So the
that's
opposite of
significantly better
Formula
than
1.
Formula 1.
Yeah. It still
Why do we like
bemuses,
this sport again?
yeah. It still bemuses me that Formula 1 managed to make a highlights video from Monaco.
Includes the footage we didn't see.
Yeah. Yeah. That one overtake on track that we didn't get to, and it was the 2 Haas cars.
Oh, okay, that one was, that was the only overtake. I was thinking about Lance Stroll.
Oh, right, yeah. But yeah, literally the only 2 overtakes were the 2 Haas cars overtaking each other.
Great race.
I hate Monaco so much.
And on that high and completely undepressed note,
Let's find out more about the new Formula 1 game. Why didn't they just make this part of the actual F1 game, out of curiosity? Just add a manager mode?
Now.
What?
they're just making a separate game so that we both pay
Oh, right,
shitloads.
okay, yeah. No, you went all robotic for me.
Oh.
That was why I was like, what?
I did Mr. Krabs.
Hello, I like money.
I can make you buy 2 games now.
And I will.
Yep.
Absolutely will.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's coming summer 2022. Is it summer?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also coming summer 2022 is F1 2022. I wonder if the egg will be in F1 2022 or if they'll replace him.
They'll replace him. They've got time.
Dear God, if he's in the game, it's
It might be in the career mode.
people want to think
Like
about.
if they do another breaking point or something. It might be in that.
They should do a become Nikita Mazepin mode. And as you open it, it just takes you to career mode. You press a date, and then it's like your contract has been terminated.
Do 3 days of preseason testing.
Retire this season.
And it
And
says,
You just walk in, Emma's sitting there. Well, you've done it. Told you if you didn't muck up your ideas, you're going to lose your drive. Well, it's happened. And unfortunately for you, no one wants to pick you up. LOL. End of career mode.
Retire.
Reddits.
Browse Reddit.
They could add like the social media bit of it again as well. Just see like a load of tweets about Mazepin gone. Lol.
XD. So, schedule for this week. Thursday preseason testing, Friday preseason testing and Drive to Survive. Saturday preseason testing. Come back to us on Tuesday for a podcast. Woo! Next week, first race preview. Yes. That's next week.
Post-testing season predictions.
And the first race preview.
Mhm.
Because it's
Oh, it
race
is.
week next week.
We're back, baby.
Finally.
But thank you very much for bearing with us through the long winter's break.
Wow, you say being with us.
Yeah, well.
That's
An uploading
debatable.
schedule.
That's
Yeah.
debatable.
Yeah, we took a few weeks off.
Yeah.
Just a few.
We'll see you next week, 2 weeks later. Hi.
Yeah. Hello again.
My bad.
Oops. We promise once the season starts back, it'll be more regular.
Once we have stuff to actually talk about on a regular
Yeah.
basis, we'll be back on a regular basis.
Exactly.
We really should have done the Keeping Up with Kardashians episode.
And I would rather in my hands.
we actually had a content plan and it just went out the window.
Yeah.
But that was
we did have
mostly
a
due
content.
to
We had a content plan for all of last year as well, and that went out the window pretty quickly.
that was
Good.
That was because they
reshuffles.
changed the calendar, though. That wasn't
Yeah,
our
I
fault.
tried my best, okay?
This calendar would change as well.
Oh god. I haven't written it out yet, okay? I didn't get ahead of myself. and think, oh, I know what I can do. I can plan every episode for the next 40 weeks.
And then more COVID happened, and it was like, oh no.
So, yes, I haven't written it out, so I haven't had to cross out Russia.
Yeah. We'll try and be a bit more dynamic this year and just react with what's happening. But yeah, join us next week as the season starts in earnest. We give our proper predictions once we've seen some testing. Ben will once again put McLaren in first place for absolutely no reason other than they topped one session.
Come on, believe and achieve.
And Nia's going to predict Haas to be world champions now. The egg doesn't drive for them anymore.
No.
Yeah, but who's gonna
In a second.
actually? Yeah, what
McLaren go
happens?
first.
Say his seat hasn't been done yet. Like, who are we putting in there?
TBC.
Right. TBC is gonna win the championship.
Sounds good.
We're done on fantasy.
Oh God, yeah, Fantasy's relaunched.
I need to set that up again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to storm that league yet again.
And F1 Play. We'll
Are
bring
we
that
doing
back.
a triple entry or just a single entry this time?
Single.
Boring.
I'll get triple.
Single.
And then F1 Play will be back this year if we all remember to put in our predictions and don't give up on it halfway through the season.
I didn't play it last year.
Yeah, well, you'll play it this year,
about
Ben. You can win
Yeah,
paddock
tickets.
pass tickets if you get 10 out of 10. Which is incredibly, incredibly difficult to do. Lol.
We also need to think of something to do instead of Fast and Bingo.
Yeah, we'll find a way to plug that hole by next week.
Unusual bingo!
Quite unusual bingo. Bottas bingo.
No, please.
What's that falling? Who will he hit this week?
How many pins will he? The Mazepin is the one that he knocked out this week.
Yeah. But thank you very much for watching and sticking with us in the weeks we did do something during the off season. We hope you enjoyed the content and it kept you connected to all the Formula One just that little bit more during the absolute dullness that is the off season. We're back properly next week. We hope you join us for season 2 of the Turn 5 podcast. This wraps up season 1. Woo!
Wow.
And the season finale was just like the 2021 F1 season. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Bye!
Bye. And I really need to finish the bloopers.